Well, howdy there, guys. Welcome back to Doing MTG, and today we're going to be looking at the Dungeons & Dragons Commander Deck Planar Portal, the black and red with Prosper Tomebound. I know a few folks have been building this. Ryan over at Cure for the Common Game has already built this one, so make sure you guys go over to his channel and check out how he built this. But I want to take this open, take a look at some of the new cards, as well as where I'm going to be basically tearing this deck apart for decks in progress. With that, let's actually open this up. I mean, I do like the new packaging. Do I think that it's worth the $40 a Commander deck? Not really. As we've talked about before, I'm not the biggest fan of the packaging. I mean, I would rather have this as an extra copy of the Commander. I have these extra from the last couple of sets. I have no idea. Does anybody know actually what in the heck this thing is for? If someone knows, please comment in the box below, please, because I have no clue. Anyways, as I've said before, I do enjoy these new boxes. I use them for housing decks in progress. I'll use my label maker and put a nice little label up here about what I'm working on, or hand them off to new players with their first decks. But with that, let's crack this open. Once again, you get the filler. Goes right in the trash. Hey Brian, another spin down for you. And with that, here is the deck. Let us crack it open. Let's get to cracking, Captain. And here we go. Let's pop this open. Now this is, I'm going to be taking it as it's in the packaging. Just one card at a time, mainly highlighting the new cards, reading some of them, and talking about my uses for them. But for the Commander, we've got Prosper Tomebound, a 4-mana 1/4 Tiefling Warlock. He's got Death Touch. His first ability, Mystic Arcanum. At the beginning of your end step, exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. And Pact Boon. Whenever you play a card from exile, create a treasure token. Exile cards, create some treasures. There we go. Second Commander, which I've seen a lot of people actually say that he's the most powerful of the two, is Karazakar, the Eye Tyrant. 5-mana, 5/5, a Beholder. I don't think there's ever been a Beholder creature type before. Whenever you attack a player, tap target creature and appoint a creature that player controls and goad it. Whenever an opponent attacks with another one of your opponents, you and the attacking player each draw a card and lose 1 life. Actually, it looks great in foil. We've got Warlock class, new enchantment class. 1 black mana. At the beginning of your end step, if this creature died this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. 2 mana to upgrade it to level 2. When this class becomes level 2, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. 7 mana, level 3. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life they lost this turn. So it becomes, in essence, a damage doubler. We've got Chaos Channeler, 4 mana, 4/3. Human Shaman. Whenever it attacks, you roll a d20 with either card selection or card draw. Card filtering, excuse me, or card draw. You find some prisoners, 2 mana instant. Choose one, either destroy target artifact or exile the top 3 cards of an opponent's library. I choose one of them, and you may play the card, and you can spend mana as though it were any color. We've got Bucknard's Everfull Purse that we've already looked at before. Ebony Fly, a 2 mana tapped mana rock in essence. Underdark Rift, non-basic land, tap to add colorless, and 5 mana, exile it to roll a d10. Put target artifact, creature, or planeswalker into its owner's library just beneath the top X cards of that library, where X is the result. Only activate this as a sorcery. You've got a reprint of Fistus, I think so. Light Up the Sage. Loyal Apprentice. Shiny Impetus. The Raccoon Eyes, we know somebody with some that loves to have Raccoon Eyes. Throws of Chaos. A needed reprint of Vandal Blast. Bituminous Blast. Thankfully I already have one for my Cascade deck. Rakdos Charm. Terminate. Some artifacts in Arcane Signet. Commander Sphere. Fellowar Stone. Mind Stone. Orazka Relic. Rakdos Signet. Soul Ring. I'm glad they were reprinting some of the talismans. Unstable Obelisk. You got some lands with Bajuka Bog, Command Tower, Mortuary Mire, Rakdos Carnarium. You've got a Bag of Devouring, 1 black mana. Whenever you sacrifice a non-token artifact or creature, exile it. Spend 2 mana and tap this to sacrifice another artifact or creature to draw a card. We've got a single sack outlet. And then 3 mana tap, sacrifice Bag of Devouring, roll a d10. Return X cards from among cards exiled with Bag of Devouring to its owner's hands, where X is the result. We've got Dance Macabre, or Macabre. Kind of reminds me of a song by a more modern band, shall we say. 5 mana, sorcery. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature. Roll a d20 and add the toughness of the creature you sacrifice this way. 1 to 14, return a creature card put into your graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. 15 plus, return 2 target creature cards from the graveyard into play. We've got Death Tyrant, Grim Hireling, Hellish Rebuke. Actually, Brian from the Cure for the Calm game actually just built this one. Lorcan Warlock Collector, 7 mana, 6/6 Devil. Going in my demon deck, even though he's not a demon. Whenever a creature card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you may pay life equal to its mana value. If you do, put it on the battlefield under your control. It's a Warlock in addition to its other types. If a Warlock you control would die, exile it instead. You have Fiend Lash, Reckless Endeavor, Share the Spoils, Wild Magic Sorcerer, Fevered Suspicion with a nice Cyclops guy there looking at you. Hurl Through Hell. You've got a reprint of Chittering Witch, which will go in my Rat Tribal. Consuming Vapors. Dead Man's Chest. Fiend of the Shadows, going in my Vampire Tribal. Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Hex. Marionette Master. Ogre Slumlords, going in Rat Tribal. Piper the Swarm, going in Rat Tribal. Pontiff of Blight. Apex of Power. Chaos Warp. Commune with Lava. Dark Dweller Oracle. Dire Fleet Daredevil. Disrupt Decorum. Dream Pillager, Dragon Tribal. Ataldi Primal Storm, Dragon Tribal. Ignite the Future. Izzet Chemister. Tectonic Giant, going in my Giant Tribal. Bedevil is actually going in my Rakdos goblins that I just built. Theater of Horrors. Chaos Wand. Now we have some non-basic lands in Exotic Orchard. Foreboding Ruins. Shadow Blood Ridge, going in my Rakdos deck I just built. Smoldering Marsh. Look at that. They reprinted the land with land types on it. Oh my goodness. Spider Knoll. Tainted Peak. Zeraphim Void. Some basic lands. Let me make sure there's no cards left here in the back. We've got the thick version of the commander in the back. We got some assorted tokens. Let me make sure there's no dungeons on the back of these. Nope. And that is it. That was Prosper Tome Bounds and Adventures in the Forgotten Realms commander deck. I was actually kind of looking forward to this one, seeing a lot of reprints for my Ret Tribal and other decks that I'm going to cannibalize this for. But let me know what you guys are planning to do with this. If you guys are going to pick this one up, or if you're going to let this one go and not actually use it. But with that, this has been Stewie MTG. Catch you as we look at the last two remaining commander sets from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Check y'all later.